Hello and welcome to my first Facebook Live video for 2003. Welcome to Handmade by Julia Quinn. Today I've got a very cute little card to show you that features the Sale-a-bration Adorable Owls stamp set. This one's free for the level 1 in Australia. That means spend $90 and you can earn this stamp set for free. And if you purchase the supplies I'm making for this card, then you will definitely be able to earn your free Adorable Owls stamp set. Now this card was inspired by a friend of mine who sent me this card last year. She's a lovely friend and very creative, and she sent me this card that has the gorgeous little punched owl inside it. And so I've adapted it for the Adorable Owls and put this little owl inside it. Isn't it cute? Super cute. So as I said, I'm using Adorable Owls. That's the only stamping. I'm using the timber embossing folder. I'm using the Bough Punch for the leaf details, and I'm using the Cloud Punch for the little hole in the tree. I'm also using these gorgeous loose daisy embellishments for the gorgeous creations on the tree. And the paper I'm using for my background paper actually comes from the Adventure suite in the mini catalogue. Enjoy the Adventure, I think it's called, and something like that. I'm totally sorry, I've forgotten the name of the paper. Anyway, so this is the paper. It has a top and a bottom, and then that's the reverse, which is stars. Gorgeous moons as the reverse. It's bright, that one. And then we've got some sky sort of details. Can't wait to use these in cards. This is the piece I'm using on my card, which has the lovely tree details, and then on the back is some gorgeous greens. Another one with mountains and lovely green and blue tones, and some more sunset tones and lovely watercolory images. So that paper there is what I've used for my background paper here on my card. All right, I'll put Pam's card away there, and let's get our card together. Oh, there's my linen thread. Now I have done my stamping and my fussy cutting, but I will colour in with you just to show you how I coloured in my owl. There are as many ways to colour your owl as they are to choose colours in the rainbow, really. All right, so my card base is garden green, which coordinates very nicely with my paper, and I can add this paper to the front straight away. That's ready to go. Pop you in there. And then also for the front of my card, I've already embossed this piece of soft suede with the timber embossing folder. So I can just put this on my front of my card ready to go. Pop you there and there. And then I've got my It's Your Day there, and I'll pop that on as well. It's already stamped, and that stamp, that greeting comes from the Adorable Owls stamp set as well. Okay, pop you there, and then I'm ready to do all of the other bits and pieces. This is my piece of old olive for punching all of the leaf details for the card. Now inside my card, this is my tree for inside the card. Now I have pre-scored it, I think. Let me just get my ruler. I've scored it at 4 centimetre intervals. So it's the length of the card, but scored at 4 centimetre intervals. So that's 4, 8, 16, 4, 8, and 4 is 12, 4 is 16. Goodness gracious. And then another 2 centimetres for my join, which is 18. And then this piece for the front of the card is the rest of the cardstock for the full width of your cardstock. Okay, so it takes half a piece of cardstock to create the detail for the front of the card and also the tree inside. Now I'm just going to fold that in half so that I can fit the whole thing. Well, I could fit the whole thing just in my folder like that, couldn't I? Oops. I didn't realise that when I did it first, but I can put that. And I've just got to put that through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine for you. And I'll dust off to the side here. So there's my tree done there. So 4, 8, 12, 16 already scored. And then I've got my extra piece here. I'm going to put that on there, and then that will be hidden when we stick that inside the card. Now I do have to create my little hole for the cute little owl to fit in. So I'm using the cloud punch. I don't have any circle punches. So I'm going, what am I going to do? So I'm just going to use my cloud punch, which gives it a nice little curvy edge. And I'm lining up 2 parts of the cloud there. And there is my little peekaboo hole. All right, I'll put my adhesive here. And I'll just pop you that way so that I know you'll fold. So that's on the outside, and then these 2 panels here will be stuck on the inside of the card. But before I do that, I need to pop this little one inside my card before I put the tree in. Okay, make sure this is up the right way. This is just a little extra bit of the Designer Series paper. Oops, trim that off because it was the same as the front, but this one's slightly smaller. And then I'll stamp my little greeting, which I think just goes perfectly for this gorgeous card that Pamela made me. Hoot hoot, you're so cute, in soft suede ink. I'll just pop that right beside there. Okay, hoot hoot, you're so cute. Let's clean that off. Close you up, put you out of the way. Pop this inside the card. Where is my card? Here it is. Inside my card there. And then, as I said, these 2 bits are going to get adhered inside there. So I'll just put my adhesive there, line you up against next to the score line in the center of the card, and then I'm going to close the card on that. Okay, and there's our tree. Isn't that cute? All right, now before we do anything else, let's color in this little guy. I'll just get some scratch paper underneath there. I have used the Skin Tones stamping blends. I've used 900, 800, 700 and 600. And I'm just going to use the darkest tone first and just add a bit of colour to the edges there, to the tips of the wings, and then the 700 next, and just continue that down here to the tops of the, not too much on that bit because I do want to differentiate between that and some on the body. Just blending the colour in there. And then 800. And continue all of that around. And you can also go back over to blend the colour in together as well. You can go over the tops of your, and do the little face here. Colouring back over the tops of that to blend it in. little bit more on the face. I could have done this beforehand, but, and then my 900, which is very light, just for the belly and the eyeballs. And there you go. And then a little bit of pumpkin pie, light pumpkin pie for the beak and the little feet. Now, I was tempted to chop off the little feet, but they actually work out to be very, very handy because you need them to actually attach. I'm going to add a little bit more dark tones to the top of the head here. There we go. A little bit darker. And just underneath here, just for a bit of shadow. And the next one down to blend it in a bit. There we go. And which one is the lightest one of all? That one, a 900? Yep. Just finish that one there. Sorry, I'm having fun just playing with the colours here. Getting a bit carried away. There you go. They look cute. Okay, so now, just move you out of the way. We need to stick this little guy in there. Alright, so I'm going to put, actually my favourite is usually a mini glue dot. So I'm going to try, I didn't do this before when I did mine. Here's the mini glue dot just on the feet there. And tuck you right in. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to snip along the wing there. So the wing can go there. There we go. Hoot, hoot, you're so cute. Doesn't he look so cute? I really, Pamela, when she sent me the card, I just fell in love with it. So cute. Such a great idea. All right, just with my bow punch, I could have done this before the video. Sorry about the noise. Just punch out a whole bunch of leaves. And then use my least favourite and add a little bit of glue here. Try not to get it on my fingers. A little bit more on the back of this one. Here. Just tuck you underneath there. And some there. Now those bits where the glue is showing up is where I'm going to add those tiny little daisies there. Now some leaves for inside. I got carried away on the leaves on my other card. Here we go. Tuck you just in there. And one on the other side. Tuck you in behind my little friend here. And stick that on there. Oops. Don't fall, little guy. There we go. Is it stuck? Oops. Where else did I put leaves? I put lots of leaves. Some of the leaves in this card were here were because I made a mess with the glue and I needed to cover up my messes. So I'm going to pop you there. Did I put glue underneath that leaf? So, because it's not being stuck to anything, I'm actually going to chop you off so you don't stick to my card. I can pop you underneath here. There we go. I'll put a flower over the top of that. Hide that mistake. Okay, now these little guys. And glue comes out too fast for my liking. Now you know why I didn't put too much adhesive on the back of the tree when I stuck him in. Do I need any more? I don't think I do. I'll just leave that there. Oh, hang on. Now I've got to put these guys on. So, the bits that I want to cover up. And there we go. And I'm going to use my take your pick tool on the putty end. I'll just pull this bit out so I can take them off and just pick up the daisies. Hold it down with that one. And that way, hopefully I avoid getting glue all over the place. Oh, there's one. There we go. I'm going to have to send this card off to Pamela as well to say thank you for sharing her awesome inspiration with me. There we go. How's that look? And we need some flowers on the front as well. How many do we put? Oh, the glue is so big. Just wiped off that extra little bit. It's still so big. And the flowers are so little. There we go. A bit tedious watching me do this, I'm sorry. Oh, good grief. It's because I'm using the wrong end, Julia. And there. Almost done. I promise it's not as hard as I'm making it look, really. Here we go. I just wonder whether I need to add another one on this bit because there's so much glue. Just to make sure I use it all up. Here we go. Put you back in there. And the last thing is my linen thread bow. And I've done a special triple bow here. So I'm just going to get my tail ready. Wrap it around my fingers. 1, 3, and cut my tail there. And then tie my bow in a knot at the back of my fingers. I tie it in a double knot so it doesn't fall apart. There we go. Slide that off my fingers. And I've got a triple bow there that I will add with a mini glue dot. Oops. There we go. There's our super cute card with a surprise inside. It's your day. Hoot hoot, you're so cute. Isn't that gorgeous? And that's using our lovely, lovely Adorable Owls Sale-a-bration stamp set, the Bough Punch, the timber folder, and the cloud punch for inside. I'm going to chop you off, I reckon. Do I? Don't I? Yep, chopping. There we go. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you'll give that one a go. Anything with you want a surprise inside, just make sort of a square formation and you can make all sorts of interesting surprises. I think I'm going to try that idea again. I had a great time. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll answer all your questions and your comments after the video is finished. Bye bye now.